Hello everyone, this is the continuation of Introduction to Machine Learning Part 2. So, in the last session, we saw the high level concept of different terms and all those things. But this class is more about give the high level about the machine learning and deep learning. So, high level, we classify machine learning problems into two different categories. One is called supervised machine learning, and another is called unsupervised machine learning. Okay. Now, what is these two things? We'll go through this with some examples. Obviously, for machine learning, you need data, so you need to understand the data sets. For supervised machine learning, when you are dealing with the data sets, in that data sets, you will have two important features. One is called independent features, another is called dependent features. Now, we'll try to give some examples so that you can understand what is the independent features and what is the dependent features. For example, like age and weight. So, in this case, we have age parameter, which is our independent feature, because based on the age, we will capture the weight. So we know what is our dependent feature. So what we will do, we'll basically use this data, like where probably we'll have number of age, number of weights, and we'll use that particular information and we'll build a model. And then once the model is ready, then we will put some new age and we will get the correct weight for that information. So we'll build a model and we'll put the new age into that model, and then from that we'll get the new weight. So this is called supervised machine learning because you know the dependent features. So in this case, your model will train with that training data, whatever data is available, and then your model will predict on an unseen data. That's the high level supervised machine learning. Okay. Now, broadly, supervised machine learnings are also classified like classification problem and regression problem. Again, we'll in this class, because this is very high level introduction class, so we'll just give understanding. So classification problem examples is where, for example, you have data like this, age, weight, BMI, and you need to classify whether that person will have a blood sugar, yes or no. That's basically the classification problem example. For regression problem examples, we have some kind of a data sets like number of rooms, locations, year of build, and then based on that, we are planning to calculate the house price or planning to predict the house price. That's kind of a problem, is a regression problem. So for classification, it's more like a yes, no, or true, false, or for multiple classification problem, we'll discuss that later. But in general, you're basically classifying that particular record into yes, no, or some other category. For regression problem example, basically we are coming to a continuous variable kind of informations, that how what will be the house price based on these independent features like number of room, location, because if when this will change, your house price will also change. So that's kind of example of a regression problem. Now, for each of this regression and classifications, we have different algorithms, and we'll go through in the next session. For regression, we have linear regression, lasso, ridge, decision tree regression, random forest regression, XGBoost regression. Even from the deep learning point of view, ANN is there for classification problem, RNN is there, classification, logistic regression is there, decision tree classification, random forest classification, XGBoost classification, ANN is used, also CNN is used for image classification. Coming to the unsupervised machine learning. Unsupervised machine learning is very much used for clustering problem, because here you have a group of data and you are then grouping that data into different cluster. That's the main purpose of unsupervised machine learning. And there are different algorithms like KNN, and different algorithms are there to do these things. But high level, like if you have a data like this, salary and age, you're basically trying to group them into different category. Like, okay, this at the group of people are probably in a high salary. These are the sub group of people in the medium salary. So that's the main intention. Ultimately, you will create some kind of a group like group one, group two, as group three, and then based on that group one, you'll create another model. Group two will be a different model. Group three will be a different model. So main purpose of unsupervised machine learning is clustering the data. That's the main objective.